So I want to honor my speech, my little chat with you, by placing a very old hickory golf club near the elders, if I may. I'm going to play so good after this. Thank you. My name is Jody Jackson, and when I first landed this handle after marrying Mark Jackson in Las Vegas, Nevada, I thought I could be a preacher, an athlete, or an entertainer. And I think I'm a little bit of all that. You see, I'm a performance coach in the business of teaching mindfulness. Mindfulness for living your highest expression of self, whether it's in sport, art, business, or life. As a yoga teacher, as an LPGA professional golf coach, and as an edutainer, I am doing this thing. My motto forever has been, when there is a will, there is a way. And consequently, it has come to weave itself into my daily practice with my players, my students, and my clients. I really enjoy mobilizing my students' drive within, or their spirit, to reach new heights in their game and in their life. I really, really enjoy being a performance coach, and it's the year 2000, and I propose that knowing ourselves is the top of the order. The ladies before me speak the same truth. So do you find in your life right now that you're feeling like an old way of being, or perhaps an outdated system is coming up for change? Anyone out there? Yeah. Are you feeling like you're in some kind of a void, an in-between space, with one foot in the old world and one foot in the new? I've been having so many conversations lately of this very theme. So let me tell you my personal journey with this. And it was signaled by experiencing some very serious anxiety attacks in the spring of 2004. I look back on it now and describe these anxiety attacks as going into a black hole of nothingness. I had no reference to who I was, and there was nothing I could do when the panic would hit. If I was by myself, like in a hotel room as a provincial coach, I would scramble to get my husband on FaceTime. If I was at home, then I would wake him up, all in the effort to talk me out of this very deep, dark hole. This went on for quite some time, as I am stubborn and seriously independent. So changing the perception of how I thought I needed to be in the world resulted in some serious kicking and screaming on my part. Yep, I did that habitual fight, flight, or fright thing. But then came a letting go. And it came as a complete state of hopelessness. But this hopelessness served as my portal. And off to another dimension I went, to a new way of being me. Yeah. You see, the universe evidently had another plan for me. It was time to let go of my old self and embark on a new journey of authenticity and heartfelt dreams. But to catch my attention, Spirit had to completely overwhelm my mind and shut down my body in those anxiety attacks. Now, this is not new, as we've heard often the people going through the dark night of the soul as catalysts to their awakening. Dr. Wayne Dyer, Eckhart Tolle, Byron Katie, Brené Brown, etc., etc. Having just come through a similar experience, I find myself even more inspired to help others. Help others to use the wisdom of their body, the wisdom of their mind, their spirit, to live an expression that's the highest expression of themselves, which, in my opinion, is the practice of mindfulness. Dr. Jon Kabat-Zinn, professor and lead scientific authority on mindfulness, describes it as this. It's the awareness that emerges through paying attention on purpose in the present moment. Again, the awareness that emerges through paying attention on purpose in the present moment and non-judgmentally to the unfolding of the experience moment to moment. Kabat-Zinn is internationally known for developing a very successful program called Mindfulness-Based Stress Reduction, MBSR, and teaches in various venues around the world. For me, it's about teaching golf as a metaphor for life. Just like life, golf definitely has its elements of dark and shadow. Light and shadow. Heck, some folks are experiencing what feels like the dark night of the soul every game they play, but are unfortunately staying stuck in an old way of handling it. My evidence comes from interacting with hundreds of players on the lesson tee over the past 16 years. And the number one observation that I've come away with is how hard people can be on themselves. The internal dialogue is often muttered out loud so I can hear it. And quite frankly, it's harsh and unforgiving. I see my players demonstrate a tunnel vision of sorts, and it's fault-finding. Even a great shot is often perceived as not good enough. And I think, quite frankly, that this is an epidemic that goes beyond the sport. However, in golf, it really shows its ugly face. In the end, beginners quit, bystanders run in the opposite direction, perceiving golf as an intimidating environment that only elicits frustration from its participants. And quite frankly, again, the game is on a teetering point. For me, it was different. When I first had my first experience hitting that little white ball off into orbit, I was hooked. Furthermore, when it came to utilizing my body-mind connection, this game pushed my limits like no other, time and time again. Yes, golf can certainly be one of the most frustrating games, if you let it be. But on the flip side, it can be a walking meditation of presence, one shot at a time. The latter is what Jody Jackson golf is all about. So I'm asking you to join me in an evolution revolution. How about taking the approach of golf serving as a mindful pursuit, as a tool of personal development and personal growth? This is how I spell golf. G. G is for being grounded. Feel your feet on the floor right now. Feel your spine anchored in the seat. Being present for each shot with attention on intention. O. O is for open. You walk in gratitude of the beautiful surroundings, open to possibility. L is for loving. You soften your relationship with your golfing self, practicing loving kindness. And F is for fun. As a result of connecting with like-minded playing partners on a journey of doing your best. Fun happens when we honor the process rather than demand perfection. I believe golf is a great teacher, showing us parts of ourselves that need attention. It asks of every player a willingness to listen to the messages within, while connecting to the many possibilities of having this wonderful magic dance in Mother Nature. If you've ever walked a golf course at sunrise or sunset, with the mists wafting into the stillness, that, to me, is the spirit of the game. These are those precious mystical moments where I personally feel captive in an ancient spell involving both Mother Nature and a game that demands the unparalleled union of the whole self, one shot at a time. Like life, golf is a journey. It's a roller coaster ride of highs and lows, but there is no such thing as a quick fix. The joy is in the process, and the result will take care of itself if the ride is a mindful one. So join the evolution revolution for and with this great game. My journey with golf started 41 years ago, and it's taught me so much about myself. And I'm sure it'll do the same for you. Now, if I've sparked some curiosity, then visit jodyjacksongolf.com and check out the variety of programs I have to offer. From yoga for golf to a golf and spa getaway. Come with like-minded gal pals and play your game in the most beautiful, mystical settings on the planet. Thank you for your time today, and I look forward to meeting you soon. Thank you to PowHERhouse, to PowHERtalks, and specifically Charlene Sanjanko for being the springboard for women to take that leap. I am one of those women, super stoked about the possibilities, but here right now, relishing it all. Thank you.